Now at some point, if I accidentally miss the ball, it restarts and my game starts up. And you can see my little transition. So now, later on we can learn how to do points and lives, but for now, as soon as one ball goes outside the room, like this, my room restarts. I could also play a sound, just play high scores, do something like that, but that gives you the basics for now. Let's talk a little bit about rooms then. I'm going to close this property, and look over here where objects are. I'm going to also click on the plus next to rooms. And there are two rooms here. I can click on one and open it up. And here's my room over here that I can see. And there are different objects on the screen. Now I can show you how to add and remove objects to this room. I'm a little squished in this recording area, but again, now I'm going to make sure there are different tabs here. I want to make sure the object tab is highlighted here, and that's what's highlighted by default. And then I can go down here to this blue menu and choose the type of object. I'm going to choose wall, and now I can place a couple wall objects here. If I right click, I can delete them. If I left click, I can place them. So again, if I want to place some bricks, I can click over here and choose brick, and I can place a couple more bricks as I go. So there are some more details about placing bricks and deleting the ones underneath you and that sort of stuff here that you can set. We won't go over that in this first lesson. And so I can add multiple paddles or multiple balls, make different rooms of different shapes. So that's my room. And there's another room here. This is just kind of a blank room. It doesn't have any, it has a ball in it. And a paddle, but nothing else. And again, maybe I want to put a couple bricks in this room as we go. And again, whenever in GameMaker, you can close these things by clicking X, but a better way often is to find the little green check, and that'll close and save these changes all at once. So I'm going to click on the little green check to close and save this room. So those are my different rooms, and again, it will play whatever rooms first, and I can reorder these rooms. I can click and drag them and put them in different orders. It doesn't matter what they're named or called. It always plays the top one first and the next one after that. But how do we go from one room to the other? Well, what I want to program this to do is that whenever all the bricks are destroyed, we'll go to the next room. So I want to set that up. But it doesn't do that yet, so how do I set that up? So I'm going to go to my ball object, and this gets a little complicated. I'm going to click on when the ball collides with the brick. So I'm in the ball object, ball collides with brick. And this is the place where we destroy the brick, where we destroyed the other, which is the brick. So here's where we're destroying one brick. Now this is a good time to ask yourself, okay, I'm destroying one brick, is this the last brick? If this is the last brick, then I want to go to the next level. So there are some questions you can ask, and they're under the Control tab here. There are some questions. Check if a spot is empty. Check if an object exists in a location. Tests how many. Tests the instance count. And this is what I'm going to do, is this blue 1, 2, 3, 1. I'm going to drag that onto the screen. I'm going to count. I'm going to check if the number of bricks is equal to 0. If the number of bricks is equal to 0, again, I could change this to smaller or larger, but I'm going to leave it to equals. If the number of bricks is equal to 0, then I'm going to go to the next room, because I've destroyed all the bricks. So I've added that question now. Where were the rooms? Under main 1, room here, there's a go to room, next room, right down here, next room. Go to the next room, and I can have an effect if I want. Now, I want to make sure I've got this ordered correctly, and often when you drag these the first times you get it wrong. You want to make sure you ask the question first and go to the room after. So if the number of bricks is 0, then go to the next room. If you had this the other way around, it wouldn't make sense. You'd say, go to the next room. if you have a number of instances, and you've already gone to the next room, so you can't. You can't do it. You always have to ask the question first. So again, I can click and drag these in the right order. Ask the question, and then go to the next room. And for now, since I only have one thing after this, it's okay. So let's try this out. So now my game's a little too hard.